Welcome to the Girlfriend's Guide to Senior Living. I'm Gail Peacock.
And I'm Lori Williams.
And we are so happy you could join us. We're passionate about helping families navigate the senior living maze. Each episode, we will share with you our knowledge of senior living and help you to eliminate the uncertainties you face in the search for senior resources.
Hey, girlfriends, welcome back to the second half of our topic, which is lifelong learning. Today, we are going to focus on quenching your curiosity through travel. So in the first half, which you better have caught, we talked about stretching our minds through new experiences, and we shared a lot of good stuff on new careers, reading, teaching others, and creating a vision board.
And one of our quotes that we like to share with you guys today is that not all classrooms have to have four walls. And we really liked that quote. We believe it's better to learn versus experiences versus being told, right? From someone else's eyes. And you're going to see that experience as they're telling you through someone else's eyes as well. We grow as we experience new cultures, new people, new places, and you're never too old to explore.
Never. Absolutely not. So some benefits of traveling. So one, it allows you to experience new things. So for example, my brother and mother just went to Italy, and I just loved hearing the stories they were telling, because I have not been there yet, but just how the food is so fresh that people go to the market, on a daily basis. They have the freshest food. They have wine with every meal, but it's, kind of not like the wine we have here. So it's not, I guess as potent, maybe that's the word. So, and even like the children drink wine, and there's so much walking. We're here where we are. We're going to get in the car and drive 2 blocks, right? So there's just a lot of walking, which is great, but it's just completely different lifestyle than what we're accustomed to here.
So traveling also gives us a chance to reinvent ourselves, pushes us out of our comfort zone, explore a different side of our personality. One of the stories that I like to share, my husband and I went to France, and it was so different there, and I was very not in the mood. So number one, to get an ice cube was like an act of Congress. And when they did bring it to you, it was like the smallest ice cube, just one ice cube. And then I ordered this pot of like fish stew or something. Why I ordered that, I don't know. But when it came and I was like scooping through, and a shrimp, but the shrimp had its eyeballs, and they were looking right at me, and I freaked out. So talk about scary. The whole trip when we were in France, all I wanted to do was find McDonald's, the Golden Arches. Oh, yeah. So we went there and it was delicious, and I was so happy. I love McDonald's.
Yeah, I understand. So we had spent 3 months in New Zealand when I was a teenager, and I remember we saw a McDonald's, Golden Arch, same thing. Yes. I got so excited, and we got there. I ordered a hamburger, and it was a letdown because my hamburger had beets on it. Beets on a hamburger at McDonald's.
McDonald's going a little cray-cray.
No, I don't like beets. Yeah. I still don't like beets.
I love beets.
That was not a happy experience. So travel makes you a more interesting person. You have good and bad adventures. But you know what? They're all great stories to share later on. Even if it was a bad experience at the time, it's still fun to share that, especially, my beet story.
Yes, always.
So, there's unexpected challenges. And I think Gail had a good unexpected challenge on one of her travels.
Yes. So again, on this beautiful France trip, everything, I'm assuming they're short there.
And you stayed in a chateau.
Yes, we were in a chateau, and I guess we're tall. And literally the shower head was like not even to our neck. And they had a tub. So I'm assuming most people take like an actual tub, like they don't bath. They don't actually take a shower. So I was on my knees trying to wash my hair. It was not fun. So that was very unexpected. And then, now the electricity cords are a lot more universal than they used to be back in the day, but you couldn't plug in your stuff. I mean, yeah. So those are some challenges that we all dealt with. Yes.
So when we were sharing challenges of traveling, my husband and I, we adopted our son from Ecuador. So we traveled to South America, and we were there for 3 weeks. And so we have a baby, so we're going out some, but we're not out all the time. So we started watching TV. And so Gilligan's Island was on in Spanish. And the interesting thing about it is they would just be talking Spanish, and then Gilligan. So Gilligan in Spanish. It's still Gilligan. And pretty much the same story. Gilligan messes everything up. They're trying to get off the island. He messes it up, and they're still stuck on the island. So that's my Gilligan. I love that. Gilligan story.
He's still Gilligan.
He's still Gilligan.
Another part of traveling is building confidence. And I think the more that we do and explore, we build our confidence in ourselves. When I was in Chicago meeting my girlfriend, I was in the suburbs, and she said, just take the train down, because I didn't have a car, and I was terrified to take the train down there. So I did it, and I have to say, when I got off the train, felt very like I was an adult. Mind you, I was 40, but I felt very old and very accomplished when I did that, because I took the train.
Yeah. Yes. Well, I understand that. Last Christmas, I earned a trip to New York, and I took my daughter, who was 14 at the time, and it was all expense paid, and we're doing all Broadway, so that's why she got to go. She's a Broadway fiend. And we're excited. We fly there. We're on the plane excited. We get to the hotel, and we're all excited. And then all of a sudden, I remembered I have no sense of direction. I mean, zero sense of direction. That's a problem. And I'm in the hotel room. I'm thinking, oh my gosh, I'm the adult.
How are we going to get to these places?
Yeah, I am the responsible one. But I thought, you know what? It's okay. I'm going to figure it out. So every day I would go down to the concierge, and I would have a pen and paper, and I'm writing down. Do I go left? Because I don't do north, south, east, west. I need left, right. So I would write out, and my daughter is mortified, so embarrassed. She's like, oh, I can't believe you, Mom. But you know what? We never got lost, and that built such confidence in me. I'm like, we went on the subway. We went all over New York. I led us, and we never got lost. So.
And you did your homework.
I did my homework. Job. And that's the thing. Do your homework. Have a plan. Know where you're going.
Good job.
Yeah.
Another one that we really want to focus on is teaching gratitude, right? So we take for granted all that we have here, and it makes us, appreciate what we do have when we go places that they don't have. So one of the little slogans or quotes that I like to always tell my kids is, it's always great to pack your suitcase. But it's even better to unpack your suitcase when you're at home, right? So it's fun to pack it and get all excited, but it's even better to take it home and unpack it. So memories always stay forever. Like that New York story will always be in you forever.
It's
and
a great
Abby.
Story, yeah.
And it's always exciting to share with your friends and family about the funny stories like we're doing with you today.
Exactly.
So,
and those stories, change us. They build our confidence, and now I'm more confident to feel I can travel anywhere. And that's how you should feel too. We can all, no matter our age, we can travel. And then also I want to talk about, it's not all about international travel. There's things you can do on any budget you can experience in your own backyard. So, for example, we're in the Texas area, so you could head out to Fredericksburg. And I think it's a few hours away, and there's antiquing, there's, wine tasting, or if you don't want to travel that far, if you're here in the Dallas area, just go over to Grapevine. Like this time at Christmas, they do beautiful. It's a cute little Old Town Main Street kind of thing, and they have it all decorated for Christmas. It's adorable. So, there's just things you can do on a limited budget and not having to travel too far.
Another thing is for all you solo travelers out there, there's opportunities that you can go as a group. So you get all your solo travelers together, and you, they always say safety in numbers, right? You're always told that, but you get to share these experiences with the other people on the trip with you. Many group tours near and far. There's all different budgets like Lori's talking about. And you can go from the Taj Mahal to just discovering a place that's just right down your street from your house. One of the groups that we wanted to just kind of give an example, there's a local group here that does a great job with travel. From local trips to cruises, and it's Celebration Travel, which is part of the Celebration magazine. And we love their motto.
Motto, together. It's a motto.
We do the work and you have the fun. So that is exactly what we're talking about, right? You plan your trip like Lori did. You do the work and then you have your fun. So one benefit, there's so many benefits, but they help you with all the paperwork to get all that done so they know what kind of medications you're on. You have chaperones. It's a peace of mind. And the entire trip is well planned, like Lori was talking about, doing your homework.
Yeah.
And then each place you kind of are appropriate for, everything's vetted and it's appropriate for the senior audience. experience as well.
Exactly. And it's so nice having someone who is like planning your trip for you. They're looking out for you. So if something changes, they go back and, they let you know. So I was just sharing with Gail, we're going to Disney World for Christmas, and it was wonderful. Our travel agent just sent me a message yesterday. Hey, guess what? This new Dining with Cinderella opened up, and do you want it? Yes. Okay. I wouldn't have known about that. And that's the same thing with celebration travel.
Get it all done for you.
Exactly. So another idea is to travel with a church group. And there's a lot of church groups. And I know some of my family members have done them, but they're actually like pilgrimages. And a lot of these they go like to Europe and different places, and they go and visit different churches and things, but they make it very reasonable. I mean, I was surprised.
Pricing-wise, yeah.
I mean, just a couple $1,000s to go like a 10-day trip. But again, they have the transportation lined up, they have the restaurants, everything's paid for in advance. They have, a really tight, agenda. Mm-hmm. They're telling you this is on the itinerary, this is where you will be. So that's a lot peace of mind. If you're not haven't done a lot of traveling, that's a great way to do it.
And kind of segue into that, we all know about Airbnb. So there's a cool new thing to live like locals. It's called Freebird Club, and it's for Airbnb for 50 plus. So it's peer-to-peer social, kind of a social travel club. And the thing that we really like is that the requirements of the host home, if you will, that you can't just hand them the keys and say, have a nice day. You have to interact with them. You need to mingle with them and spend time with them. And you're making memories, right, for that.
And you're getting to see things that you normally wouldn't see as a tourist.
Yes.
You're seeing the local stuff.
You're going to
go
to
restaurants.
Those little places that are hole in the walls that you would normally, they're not on those magazines. The club, what we liked about it was it talks about empowering people and giving them opportunities to be mobile and vibrant, which is what we're all talking about today.
Absolutely.
So that's really important. So check that group out.
Yep. And again, pretty much every, good-sized town is going to have a senior center. So check out your senior center. They do all kinds of trips, and they could be something small. And I'll just kind of reference ones here in Texas, but they go see the Blue Bonnets. They go to the Perot Museum. They go to the Fort Worth Stockyards.
WinStar.
Yeah, they just run up an hour up to Oklahoma and go gambling. So and these are things like you probably wouldn't do by yourself, but you go with a group of people, and they take you on the bus.
It's
and
more
it's
fun.
A lot of fun.
They do all the work.
Yeah.
And this is kind of the same with people maybe that have more health concerns and they don't feel comfortable with getting in a bus or an airplane or something. So something that we did was called armchair travel. And I love this. So we did Italy. And this
is more like in a community.
An actual community. So that whole idea was that whole day you talked about, you ate food from Italy, you had drinks from Italy, you got to actually watch a movie about Italy. And then if people in the group that were attending had ever been to Italy, they could talk about stories. So it kind of brings Italy right into your backyard, if you will. So those are people that maybe didn't want to travel. So those are some other ideas
or couldn't,
for you.
Physically couldn't travel. So I hope this helps you to get out of your comfort zone. So we'd love to encourage you to pack your suitcase, update your passport, take lots of pictures, and send us a postcard from your travels. So with that, we just want to say bon voyage. Oh my. Okay. That was unexpected. So if you are just on listening to us audio, you're going to want to
click in the video.
Click in the video, please. You got to see what just happened here. So with that again, au revoir. Well, okay. Alrighty then. So happy trails. Happy trails to you.
Happy trails to you until we meet again.
Get along, little doggies. I don't know.
It's taking a hard right.
It's gone. Just go travel. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you for tuning in today. We hope you enjoyed this episode. As your girlfriends, we'd love to hear from you. Each episode will feature new questions. Don't keep it a secret. Share us with your friends. We're on Facebook, YouTube, podcast platforms, and even in your Alexa. See you.